Hello and welcome back to another video. This time I will be making onion bread with our bread maker. For the dough I am using 1/3 whole grain rye flour and 2/3 spelt flour type 1050. We start cutting onion into small pieces. It is important to measure the weight of what of the onion goes inside the dough, because the onion is 80% water. That amount needs to be cut from the 300 milliliters I usually use for my bread. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want too much moisture in your loaf. The onion I used was about 240 grams, which amounts to 192 milliliters of water. I have to cut from the 300 milliliters water. That leaves me with 108. Let's make it 110 because it's easier to measure. With that calculation out of the way, we can start putting everything together. Start with the water. Again, use lukewarm water so the yeast can work properly. Put 1 tablespoon unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar inside. Now drop the onion chunks. If you want, you can mix everything properly through before you add the flour. As I said in the beginning, I make the flour out of 1/3 of whole grain rye flour and 2/3 of spelt flour. The loaf will need a total amount of 540 grams of flour, which results in 180 gram rye and 360 grams spelt. Sift everything carefully into the container to not make a mess, like me, and finally sprinkle the yeast on top. Now we just need to set up the bread maker and the loaf is almost done. I simply put in the settings required. In this case we go with the first setting, normal, and then proceed to press the time button side until the desired time appears. Since I am making the loaf in the evening, I will set it up to be done in the morning, so we have nice fresh bread for breakfast. Again, the number indicates the time by which the bread will be ready. Now everything is set up. I will see you first thing in the morning. And there we have it. Luckily it slides quite easily out of the form. You can see some white spots on the crust. This is just leftover flour, nothing to be worried about. Now the loaf is still a bit moist and spongy, so next time I will try even less water. But this loaf already smells deliciously like onion. I am now off to make it into breakfast for me and my husband. And I hope you liked the video. Have a nice day and see you soon.